Much for joining us here on Times Now. This is Breaking Ground and I'm Hina Gambhir, and our focus continues to be the latest update as far as probe in the Delhi blast is concerned. According to sources, Prime Minister Narendra Modi might have a meeting with the people who got injured in the Red Fort blast as he has come back from Bhutan. Officials are saying that the meeting could provide the victims and their families a chance to interact with the Prime Minister personally. That's the latest update that we are getting for you. Prime Minister Modi is likely to meet the victims of Red Fort blast victims and in fact their family members as well, and he in fact has come back from Bhutan. Remember, he had given a clear warning that all those who are responsible, the perpetrators, will not be spared. He also hinted at a conspiracy angle as far as this case is concerned. Let's go across to my colleague Mohit Bhatt, who is joining us live right now for more on this. Mohit, Prime Minister Modi is back from Bhutan and we are getting to know that he's likely to meet the victims of the Delhi blast and also the family members of those who lost their lives.
Well, yes, Hina, in fact, as we were discussing earlier, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, after landing from Bhutan, will be going to the LNJP hospital to meet the victims. So it's as of now not clear that whether Prime Minister will be directly going from the airport to the LNJP hospital. But yes, he will be meeting the victims and their families, all those who are injured. Because remember, most of the injured in this particular blast case have been admitted in LNJP hospital. And if you remember, after the Pahalgam terror attack, also Prime Minister gave out a strong message from Sitamarhi in Bihar that all the perpetrators will be brought to justice. He met the family of Shubham Dwivedi who got killed by the terrorists in Pahalgam. And now also when Prime Minister went to Bhutan, he said that with heavy heart, I have come over here, but all the perpetrators of this terror attack will be brought to justice. Swift action would be taken. And if you remember, on the day of the incident, Home Minister Amit Shah went to the blast site. He inspected the area. He held various meetings. He also went to the LNJP hospital. And now Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be meeting the victims, their families, all those who are injured in the LNJP hospital. So the message is loud and clear that the country stands one in the fight against terror. All the perpetrators will be brought to justice. And it also shows that how Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself is so involved in this particular incident or the operations that will take place, given the fact that how Prime Minister, after concluding his Bhutan visit, will be going to LNJP hospital. He will be meeting the families of the victims, all those who are injured. So clearly, we know that how Prime Minister has given out a clear message from Bhutan that stricter of action would be taken. We know that how our agencies are raiding various places, several arrests have taken place, and now a message of that the government stands with the victims, the government stands with all those people who have either lost their life or are injured, their families. It will be a gesture by Prime Minister Narendra Modi when he visits the injured at the LNJP hospital.
Right. Mohit, request you to stay on with us. In fact, let's also listen in to what the Prime Minister had to say when he gave that zero tolerance message when he was speaking in Bhutan.
इस घटना की जांच में जुटी सभी एजेंसियों के साथ, सभी महत्वपूर्ण लोगों के साथ संपर्क में था, विचार विमर्श चलता था। हमारी एजेंसियां इस षड्यंत्र की तह तक जाएगी। इसके पीछे के षड्यंत्रकारियों को बख्शा नहीं जाएगा। All those responsible will be brought to justice.
So that was a clear message that the Prime Minister gave after the Delhi blast. Those who are responsible will be brought to justice. They will not be spared. All responsible, in fact, will be brought to justice. Let me go back to my colleague Mohit Bhatt, who continues to be with us at this point in time. Mohit, do we have any clarity as to when is the Prime Minister likely to meet the victims of Delhi blast? Is he likely to go directly there? Do we have any clarity?
Well, Hina, because the Prime Minister's schedule is very, secretive due to the security reasons. As of now, the timings are not clear. He might directly go from the airport to the LNJP hospital, or maybe sometime later. But yes, what our sources have told is that Prime Minister would be meeting the families of the victims or the victims who are admitted, who are getting treated at the LNJP hospital. Now, when we were playing the bite of the Prime Minister, that particular chunk when Prime Minister spoke in English, this also gives a flashback of how in Sitamarhi, when Prime Minister spoke about the Pahalgam terror attack, he also spoke in English, because the message has to go to the world community, the community around the world, that India will not tolerate any terrorist action and strict action would be taken. And perhaps this time around also in Bhutan, Prime Minister spoke in English to give a message to the global community that we will take strict action against all those perpetrators who are behind this particular attack. So clearly, the agencies are doing their work. The Prime Minister has given free hand to the agencies. Home Minister is also having various meetings. So as of now, clearly what we see is that the Prime Minister is likely to meet the victims at the LNJP hospital, but we still don't know the timing of it. He might directly go from the airport to the hospital.
All right, Mohit, thank you very much for the moment, for joining us with your inputs. We'll keep coming back to you for more on this latest. Let's now move on, viewers, and tell you about